Hello dudes and welcome to another Wynncraft profession guide. This is my 1 to 110 woodcutting guide. Yeah. And yeah, same thing goes here as for the other leveling guides. For every new material, I've chosen one of the best spots that I can find, meaning a lot of wood and also a peaceful spot because dealing with mobs while gathering can be bothersome, so I've chosen the most wealthy in material spots that are also the most peaceful ones that I could find. And well, in this corner that is being marked on the screen right now, you'll be able to see the coordinates, and in this one, you'll be able to see the name of the spot and also the level. And if you don't know how to read coordinates or just want a visual on how to get to that specific spot, make sure to check down in the description because there's a link for every spot taking you to a locational guide on how to get there. Yeah, that was all. Let's go. For woodcutting level 1, we're over in the northern or kind of northwestern edge of the Nibla forest. As far as I was able to find, this was one of the most peaceful places in Nibla, and there's a lot of oak, and yeah, time to move over to the next level. For level 10, we're gonna go and cut birch. And the only place to basically find birch is outside of Deathless. And this small route here you can take in the Deathless suburbs has a lot of birch and not too many mobs. A few zombies here and there are granted. However, it is manageable at this level. For woodcutting level 20, we're gonna go and cut willow wood. And you can either go to the Olak swamps, where the entire forest is willow, or you can stay outside of Nemrak. Now, there are two spots, either on the western side of the river or on the eastern side. The western one, shown here, has fewer mobs. Not There's not a lot of wood, but running between trees, it will be enough to go around. For woodcutting level 30, we're gonna go and cut acacia trees. And one of the more peaceful spots is right outside of Breminglar. You can basically run on the border of Breminglar, and there's a lot of trees, and there's not too many mobs, so it should be fine. For woodcutting level 40, we're right next to the Ice Barrows dungeon and the mining spot for level 40. There's a lot of wood here, and only a few occasional mobs. This was one of the most peaceful spots that I could find, and there's enough wood and not too many mobs. For level 50, there's a hill right next to the first village you encounter after leaving the Great Bridge. Now, on this hill, there's no mobs. As for the rest of the jungle and junglewood locations, it's mostly filled with mobs, but this hill has a good amount of trees and no mobs, so you should be able to cut your wood in a high amount of peace. For dark wood, level 60. We're south of Gellyboard. Now, in this small area, there's not too many mobs. There are occasional ones spawning outside this area, so they could enter it if you aggro them on range. But other than that, good amounts of wood and not too many mobs. For level 70, we're north of the forgery. Now, this small route here, shown in the video, has a lot of wood and no mobs at all. This is one of the spots in the forest where no mobs spawn. They do spawn further in, but not here. So, as far as I know, you can gather a lot of wood here in relative peace. For level 80, we're gonna head over to Theseed. If you run outside of the city, there's a good amount of pine, and this is a city border area, so there's no mobs around. There are peaceful villagers spawning in the wheat fields, of course. Other than that, there's no mobs and a lot of wood. For level 90, we're gonna go to cut Avo in Corcus. And this is right next to the level 90 farming spot. So it's on the upper level of Corcus. It's on the mountain above the Corcus city port. No mobs, albeit occasional avias do spawn, since it's a rare mob that spawns all over Corcus. Other than that, there's no aggressive mobs, only peaceful Corcus citizens, and a good amount of trees. For level 100, you can head down to the bottom of the Sky Islands, to the Wibble Island. Now, on the Wibble Island, there are no aggressive mobs. Sometimes aggressive angels on the islands above this can fall down, but there are wibbles that kill them for you. So a good amount of wood and a highly peaceful area. And for our last spot on this list, we have Dernic Wood. Now, if you visit the southern gate or entrance to Lutho, just this small route shown here, it's right before the area where the mobs start to spawn. So you can gather your wood in relative peace. Sometimes blinders can spawn close by and aggro and run towards you, but they're not very frequent. So you can gather a lot of wood in peace. And that was it for my woodcutting guide. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and subscribe if you want to. I'm not forcing anyone, but it would be much appreciated if you did. Anywho, that has been all. Goodbye!